Battlefield 4 being nearly 2 years old now, yeah, it really has been that long. The replayability of the maps and the weapons is something that developers work really hard on to keep interesting and fresh for the community. We have the promise of at least 3 new maps releasing over the coming months. Zavod 311 Graveyard Shift, the night map, which is coming with the summer patch, the Community Jungle map, and the Dragon Valley remake from Battlefield 2. And just recently we were treated to 5 new weapons, chief among them being the AN-94 assault rifle, one the community have been asking for since forever, and the L86A2, the British LMG. That's some good content right there, and it sure offered some new ways to play the game. The 2-round burst on the AN-94 can make for some really interesting and tense encounters, but someone like me is always looking to keep things fresh. And for that to be provided on a consistent basis by developers working from an extended and most likely smaller budget, you've got to get creative yourself. Now, more recently, EA have been creating these community missions where you need to complete a set of points in a certain time and you'll win a specific Zodiac dog tag, one for each Zodiac sign. The most recent was the Leo assignment, and to net yourself the dog tag, you needed to get, and wait for this, drum roll please, 10 headshots with sniper rifles. I'm gonna let that sink in for a little bit. Done? Got that in your noggin? Okay, good. EA, are you being legitimately serious? 10 headshots with a sniper rifle. What does that really do to challenge anybody? Nothing. I myself completed the assignment in no less than 1 round of rush. Job done. Finished. Something that's labelled as a challenge or a mission should be, as the name suggests, a challenge or a mission, something that takes you a little bit of time and a little bit of effort to actually achieve, not a stupidly low threshold that makes everyone feel included. I think we can all assume that most people playing Battlefield 4 right now are the people, the hardcore fans that still really like this series. Because let's face it, the game's been out for 2 years, a lot of people will have moved on to other things, but there's always that core base that will stay with a game. So we can assume that these players are good, am I correct? Why are we being given targets that are so ridiculously low? It doesn't make me feel any better. I mean, I'm coming back to the game every day to play it anyway. If I get a good few challenges to do, let's say get 200 kills with, like, I don't know, an LMG in 48 hours, I might actually find that much more entertaining than getting 10 kills in 6 days with a sniper rifle. You see what I'm trying to get at here? And this is why I've taken it upon myself to try out some different stuff in the game. Take the title of the video, for example. Using iron sights on most weapons makes for a really nice change, rather than my standard setup, which is like the Cobra sight. I already exclusively use iron sights on the ACWR because, well, that thing's just too sexy to deface, but for example with the M4, the iron sights on there pose a much harder challenge of taking down targets than it would be with a red dot sight. Puts you at a disadvantage almost, and if you can take a few people down effectively with iron sights, then you'll have absolutely no problem when it comes to using the other sights available in the game. Have you ever tried to go a whole round just hip firing your enemies and not aiming down sights? It's an entertaining, infuriating, and pretty satisfying experience all wrapped into one. Forget the muscle memory you might have built up to control recoil with your favourite gun. That's out the window. Whole different ballgame right now. Bullets fly all over the place, and depending on how far the enemy might be away from you, most likely none of them are hitting the target. But if you stick with it, you will start to learn the recoil and spread of uncontrolled fire. You'll start to land shots and take a few enemies out. For me, using the ACWR in hipfire works wonders now, because I use the thing so often that I know it inside out. And it's rather satisfying to get a hipfire kill so confidently, even though you know the enemy should have had the clear advantage using a more accurate method of shooting, like aiming down sights. It is a really good feeling, and once you get the hang of it, it is really good fun to play. Should it be up to us, the players who use the game in different ways to keep things interesting? Absolutely it should. We bought the game to play it however we see fit, without breaking rules and hacking, that is. Should we be relying on developers to keep the games alive that we love to play? Maybe not. If we allow them to update something with content, and I'm not talking about bug fixes here, I'm talking about like in-game content only. If we allow them to keep feeding us with new content, will we ever be fully content with that game? No, because we always know something is going to come along in the next few months. Get creative yourself, do something new, play something different, entertain yourself. That's what games like Battlefield 4 were created for. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could leave me a thumbs up down below and a comment, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And I'm working on another Insurgency video too, so smash that like button even harder if you want to see that soon. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.